Look at this mess. We do this to ourselves all the time. When things get difficult, we just push harder. We use a lot of muscle, but we ruin the tomato. Sometimes the answer is not to work harder. Sometimes the answer is to stop and sharpen the tool. Today's story is about a man who was running too fast to realize he was standing still. Let's listen to The Dull Knife. Meet Julian. Julian is 28 years old. He is a chef in a very busy restaurant. Julian has a big dream. He wants to own his own restaurant one day. Because of this dream, he works harder than anyone else. He wakes up at 5 a.m., he cooks all day, he goes to sleep at midnight. He believes a very common lie. If I rest, I am lazy. If I stop, I will fail. For the first few months, Julian is amazing. His hands move very fast. He cuts onions, carrots, and potatoes perfectly. He cooks 100 meals a night. His boss is very happy. Julian is very proud. See, Julian tells himself, I just have to work 15 hours a day, every day. I do not need a weekend. I do not need a holiday. But after a year, something changes. Julian is tired. His arms feel heavy. One evening, he is cutting tomatoes for a big salad. He pushes his knife down, but the knife does not cut perfectly. The tomato smashes. The juice goes everywhere. His knife is becoming dull. It is not sharp anymore. It has lost its edge. Julian looks at the dull knife. He looks at the clock. The restaurant is full of hungry people. He is in denial. I do not have time to stop, Julian thinks. I have 100 salads to make. If I stop to sharpen my knife, I will lose 5 minutes. So Julian does what we all do. He just pushes harder. Julian uses all his muscle. He presses the dull knife into the food. His hands start to hurt. His shoulders ache. The food looks terrible. The carrots are ugly and the tomatoes are ruined. He's working twice as hard, but his results are twice as bad. Julian feels burnout. Burnout is when your fire goes out. You feel completely empty, but you still try to run. He wants to cry. He thinks, I am a bad chef. I am losing my talent. The head chef, an older woman named Maria, sees Julian struggling. She walks over to his table. She gently puts her hand on his arm. Julian, Maria says softly, stop. I cannot stop, Julian says. He is panicking. Look at all these tickets. Look at all this food. I have to hurry. Maria takes the dull knife from his hand. Julian, she says, you think stopping is a waste of time, but look at your cutting board. You are fighting the food. You are moving fast, but you are creating a mess. She points to the back room. Go to the back room. Sit down, drink some water, and sharpen your knife. That's an order. Julian walks to the quiet back room. He sits down. It feels wrong to sit. His brain is yelling, go back to work. You are lazy. But he takes out his heavy sharpening stone. He puts some water on it. Swish, swish, swish. He slowly slides the dull knife over the stone. He breathes slowly. For the first time in a year, he rests. 10 minutes later, Julian walks back into the loud kitchen. He feels a little guilty. He lost 10 minutes. He walks up to a fresh tomato. He takes his newly sharpened knife. He barely touches the tomato, and the knife slides perfectly through it. He cuts 10 tomatoes in 30 seconds. His hands don't hurt. His shoulders are relaxed. The food looks beautiful again. Julian smiles. He finally understands the secret of the kitchen and the secret of life. Taking a break to sharpen your tool is not wasting time. It is preparation. If you spend 10 minutes sharpening your knife, you will save an hour of painful, difficult cutting. He was not a bad chef. He was just a tired chef with a dull tool. From that day on, Julian learns to respect the sharpening stone just as much as he respects the fire. My friends, are you trying to cut a tomato with a spoon right now? Maybe you are working a very hard job. Maybe you are studying late every single night. You feel exhausted. You feel like you are losing your talent. You tell yourself, I cannot take a day off. I cannot sleep. I have too much to do. Stop pushing the dull knife. You are the tool. Your mind and your body are the knife. If you don't sleep, if you don't take a walk, if you don't laugh with your friends, you become dull. Have the courage to rest. Taking a break is not quitting. Taking a break is sharpening your blade so you can cut through the hard days easily. Thank you for watching The Dull Knife. Go rest for 10 minutes.